Sounds good. My name is Charvaun. Thank you so much for clicking on this video. Today, I will be discussing with you how to be a high-value woman. A couple of weeks ago, I recorded a reading. It was like a collective girl talk with Tarot, or girl talk with Shana reading, and in it, the topic of being a high-value woman and dating when you're a high-value woman came up. So I'm listening to binaural beats in the background, and I don't want it to come off. I don't want it to be too loud so you can't hear me. So I just lowered that for a little bit. But yeah, so in this video we will discuss how to be a high value woman. I'll be going through a few different traits of a high value woman and how you can embody it or just be confirmation to see whether or not you are a high value woman. These are not going to be all the traits, and I wouldn't say that you necessarily have to have all of the traits in order to be a high value woman. However, these tend to be the traits that do come up quite often when dealing with a high value woman or person in general, right? So the intro is not too long. Let's get straight into the video. Okay, so my little nervous tick that I do, especially because I've been almost running. Okay, so trait number one to being a high value woman is having self-respect, right? You will not meet anybody of high value that do not respect themselves, and this can come out. This honestly will probably end up being completely way into a different video, a different topic of how to respect yourself and have self-respect. A lot of people don't really know what that means anymore, but self-respect is basically knowing what you want, knowing what you deserve, and not settling for anything less. Making sure that everyone around you treats you with respect, speaks to you with respect, and not allowing them to treat you any less than what you expect out of them. On top of that, self-respect, again, self, right? It has to do with yourself. So it's how you treat yourself. Are you taking care of yourself? Are you checking in on yourself? Are you speaking to yourself with respect? Are you seeing yourself as a high value woman? Like, that's kind of like number one. Like, you have to see yourself as a high value woman in order to be a high value woman, or you have to at least desire to be a high value woman and desire to be respected and to carry yourself in a respectful manner in order to be a high value woman in the first place, and that correlates with self-respect, right? Number two is how you carry yourself, right? High value women, they tend to dress more conservative. I'm not saying that you have to wear a turtleneck every day. You can't, but in the same sense, even if you are wearing something that shows a little bit of midriff, right? Your pants will probably be something longer, or if you're wearing like a tight top, your bottoms will be more flowing, or if you're wearing like a flowy bottom, you'll probably wear like a more loose type of top, things like that. Like, there's things that you can wear and like little tips and tricks on how to dress, just so you can just present yourself and carry yourself at like a higher quality, so people receive what you're trying to receive your message in a better light, right? Before you speak to anybody, the people's first impressions of you is how you look, how you dress, how you groom yourself, things like that, because people don't know you just based off of an initial reaction, an initial interaction with you, because they just met you. You guys haven't had a conversation yet. You guys haven't hung out. They're not your best friend. They don't know you. The first thing they're going to see is probably your outfit, or your hair or something like that. So making sure your hair is always groomed, maybe even learning like a quick 10-minute makeup look, so you can make sure you're always presentable when you leave the house. Things like that. Those all contribute to your physical appearance, and we like to be like physical appearance, doesn't matter, but it does. I'm not going to hold you, it most definitely does. I'm not going to date anyone or talk to anyone that is not attractive, that I don't find attractive. Like, that is at least the bare minimum of me finding you physically attractive for me to talk to you, right? And then on top of that, clearly you're a good person and all that stuff. But I'm not talking to you if you're not attractive. Just that simple. Right? So also, if you smell, like, come on, let's be so for real. So again, another thing for a high value woman is to make sure that you smell good, like you're smelling nice. So it starts off with daily habits such as your shower routine, your skincare routine, your dental hygiene routine, like things like that. Those are very important. Like literally make sure you're brushing your teeth every day. Like that's bare minimum. Floss, water floss, scrape, get a tongue scraper and scrape your tongue. You know, basic hygiene, dental hygiene. Then in the shower, make sure you're using soap, exfoliate, you know, use an exfoliator, whether it's like a sugar type of scrub exfoliator and or like a loofah or a scrub, I forgot what they call it, but like the African one when it's like a long rag type of thing, like you can use that as well. You can use like rags, things like that. Just make sure you exfoliate yourself, make sure you're using soap and like a antibacterial soap, so it's not just to smell good, you're actually cleaning your body. Again, then when you leave the shower, make sure you're using deodorant, lotion to lotion your skin, make sure your skin stays hydrated. The skincare routine, make sure you have a toner, an essence, a serum, moisturizer. Make sure you're using SPF every single day, even if it's cloudy outside. Use SPF, that is very important. And then also top it off with perfume. Some people like to say that's optional. I think it's mandatory. No one's even saying you have to buy Baccarat Rouge, which is like $300 for the bottle. You can go Mike Jacobs, again, that's still kind of expensive, but if you buy like the small bottle, it's not bad. But then even that, you can buy like the ones at Zara or like Forever 21 and things like that. Just find one that smells good. Not all of them smell good, you know. And depending on your age, Bath and Body Works, you might want to retire that. But even Bath and Body Works would be better than nothing. Just don't be one of those girls who sprays so much all day, every day. And that's part of the reason why I don't like Bath and Body Works, because they make you feel as though you need to, because they don't last very long. But like, that's why perfumes are better, especially when you get older. But regardless, you know, just take care about your appearance and the way you smell, because that does matter. Even if it's subconsciously, it's just an ick and a turn off, and people high-key look down on you if you don't dress to impress, or like just dress up presentable and smell fresh. You know, like, let's be sober. Why, like, if someone, anyway, I was gonna bring up an example, but we're not gonna get into that because that's gonna be controversial. Okay, now getting aside from the physical shallow things, which I think is very important, but regardless, there's more to just the way you physically present to the world. Another way to be high value, another trait of a high value woman is somebody who's educated. Okay, and I'm not saying that you have to go to college and you need to get your PhD and all that stuff, but somebody who consistently and constantly is seeking knowledge, whether it's through reading, whether it's through mentorships, whether it is through college, whether it's going to a trade school, whether it's just doing online courses, you teaching yourself a new skill or a new hobby or something like that. Regardless, just continue to learn. High value people are very intelligent, and it's very hard to fool them because they are learning constantly and consistently, and they are learning from the people who are usually the best in their field, right? Somebody who's high value isn't going to go to somebody who is a novice or isn't even good at what they're doing. They're going to look at the people who are the leaders in that field and then learn from those people and use those people as mentors and such like that. All your mentors doesn't even have to be people that you know personally, and it'll be somebody that is alive, right? Gandhi can be your Gandhi can be your mentor. Gandhi's dead. You feel me? What's his name? Oh my gosh, Martin Luther King. He can be your mentor. Again, passed away. You know, so not everybody who is your mentor has to be alive, but a lot of these people left teachings that will always be there, that you can look up and use them as a mentor and as a teacher and learn a lot from them, right? Social media is honestly such a blessing if you use it as such, because there's so much information out there now, so many resources and tools that you can use for your benefit if you are seeking out this knowledge. I mean, honestly, if this popped up on your For You page and all your recommendations, then clearly you have like a pretty good algorithm, because this is not going to end up on somebody's recommending page who only watches up how to play Fortnite all day, you know. And I'm not saying this is wrong, because we all have a lot of hobbies. Like I watch people play Sims, you know. So you know, so I'm not saying that's a bad thing. I'm just saying you clearly have some stuff within your algorithm that would align you to this video in the first place. Okay, and we reached 10 minutes already, so I'm gonna give you one more tip of how to be a high value woman, and then we'll close out this video. But the last tip or trait of a high value woman is somebody who is very in tune or spiritually developed. And when I say spiritually developed, I don't mean like, I know, I do tarot card readings and everything like that. I don't mean you necessarily have to be into that form of spirituality with tarot and things like that, but just spirituality is like a vast, wide term for any religion, any type of belief system, things like that. Just somebody who's in tune with God or the universe or source energy, whatever word, Allah, Buddha, whatever word, or enlightenment, whichever word resonates with you the most, you can use that. But as a high value women tend to be very in tune with themselves and God, and seek out God for guidance and honestly mentorship. When they're ever having an issue or a problem, they'll seek out God first. If they're confused or need help with something, need direction and guidance, they'll seek out God first. Because when you seek out God first, you don't allow the 3D reality and the worldly things of the world to distract you and get you off path. You just go straight to the source. So it's like you get in tune with yourself and the universe a lot more when you are somebody who seeks out God regularly. Also, people who are spiritually in tune, and they also tend to be very adamant on healing quite often. So even if they go through something very traumatic one day, the next day they'll seek out God, pray to God, or whatever belief you have, and then heal from it, instead of allowing themselves to be traumatized and hurt for years and years to come, and continue the snowball effect of trauma on top of trauma, and all hurt people. So then it's because you're hurt, you're gonna go out and hurt somebody else. High value women understand that and break the cycle right then and there. The moment they're hurt, they seek out God and allow God to help them heal and guide them to the right path to get back on the path. Because usually when we end up getting hurt, we swayed a little bit, usually. But yeah, those are the tips that I have for you today, and the traits that I have for you today for being a high value woman, and traits that high value women tend to have. If you would like a part 2 of this, because there's way more, honestly, if you would like a part 2 of this, let me know in the comment section below, and also give this video a thumbs up so I know you like these type of videos, and the YouTube also knows that you like these type of videos. Also subscribe to my channel, because I'm trying to post every single day. Please don't quote me on that, but usually if I'm not posting every day, it's because something occurred, as in like I traveling, like some of my equipment broke, or I'm just like really stocked up with like work and school and things like that. But regularly I do post every single day, so make sure you subscribe to my channel with the bell notification on, because I kind of just post sporadically throughout the day. Like sometimes I post multiple times throughout the day. Like today, the day I'm recording this, 2 videos are going up. This video will probably go up tomorrow. So yeah, again, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys did enjoy it. If you did, make sure that you stick around, and I'll see you guys in my next video.